Hey, friends and neighbors of the RPV, two numbers on the real estate side that you are not going to want to miss that are very telling for this middle of summer market we're in.
Right. And over on the money side, we've got some new programs right now that are helping self-employed, unique income scenarios, all that good stuff.
Important for the luxury market. Hey guys, we do this video every month basically to answer the same questions that we're getting asked, you know, while bumping into each other on the streets or in the horse trails or maybe down at the lake. And so we want to be able to be a resource just for our, 19 streets inside the 3 gates, right? So we always start with the macro numbers. So macro numbers, very interesting little phenomenon that's starting to wellspring right now. Number one, we have inventory swelling at a pretty exaggerated rate. And that's happening across the county. It's happening in little pockets, and it's also happening right here in Alpine. So in the 901, we are up almost 7%. So basically call it 27% on listings right now, month over month.
Which isn't as high as the county overall.
That's true. County was like, 46 or something like that. So we're doing a little bit better in controlling. Like, we have good demand. Everybody wants to be in Alpine. I mean, come on, right? So the stuff that is coming out is getting gobbled up, but still, that's over a quarter, from month over month. That's a pretty big swell.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then secondly, and this is the one that's just wild, we are still up in sales price. So we made another 13-point call at 14%, and we just crested the median of over 7 figures. We're at 1.049. So basically call it 1.05.
So I'm hearing lower inventory increase than the county overall. And higher dollar for dollar increase.
Prices. We got a pretty cool little market up on the hill, gang. So if you're considering selling, you want to look at that nuance. Like, still good right now, still excellent right now, but it's starting to shift a little bit, isn't it? So, we look at the market action index, and we're noticing that we're still very seller-sided market, but we're starting to drift over toward the buyer a little bit with that inventory popping up. And we lost the ground of 3 points in this month's index. So maybe that's a harbinger to come.
Yeah. And so what I'm seeing over on the money side is that folks that have been unsuccessful borrowing for buying in this market, in the traditional arena, let's say you called your bank, your credit union, they're like, nah, can't help you. New programs are coming out every day. It's incredible, actually. Super flexible programs for unique styles of income. So you might be a self-employed and maybe you don't show a lot of your income. You might just have more cash receipts than normal, or you could be in an industry that typically has a challenging time borrowing. All of these things are now covered. We have incredible resources for people who just need a little bit of flexibility. Like, they make the money, they can buy the house, even the house up on the hill, but they're having trouble showing it. So these are opening up a lot of opportunity for new buyers.
And that's so tricky too, right? Because we all know the tax game, right? So much of the percentage of folks are self-employed, right? And so it's like, you want to go buy a house. It's like, you got to eat it that year in taxes because you got to show all the stuff and whatever. Well, this allows you to potentially eschew that and then not get beat up on rate and program.
Exactly.
Yeah. We got our seller workshop we're doing this month too. So be able to break all this stuff down and make it applicable for you. If you're on the buyer side, we actually have a really cool buyer workshop. We'll throw the link up on that. That's only like a 30-40 minute class. Everything you need to know to win in this market right now. And you've got a money one.
Yeah, for the money, for those who are looking at non-traditional financing, we've got something called Beat the Bank. I love that class.